Hey everyone, it's another beautiful day here in Arizona. Thought I'd stop by and have a little conversation about dis-ease in the body and how it can no longer exist as we raise our energy. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about this is divine energy right here. Not at the eyebrows, but right here. All right. So as our energy lowers through self-doubt, fear, and scarcity, manipulation through the media, programming through movies and TV shows, they even call them programs, okay? These are low energy things, our food. What they're doing to our food is causing our energy to lower. It's about dumbing us down. Well, as you learn to breathe and move, and that energy comes back up, disease can no longer exist, okay? So here's why. As our energy lowers, it doesn't mean we'll have, but we will be susceptible to cold, flu, fibromyalgia, Hashimoto's, Parkinson's, MS, and cancer. These are all frequencies because everything on earth is a frequency. Your body is a frequency. Your health is a frequency. The level of dis-ease you're experiencing in your body is a frequency. So as we raise the frequency through proper breath, hydration, nutrition, oxygen, the body has no choice. It has to respond because there's a lack of those things that created the dis-ease in the first place. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn together how to raise our energy so that these things can no longer exist. Hi, Susan. That is Susan. Yep. Hi, Susan. So the first thing we're going to do is going to open the 6 lymphatic gates. Now the lymphatic gates are openings, like this is gate 1 right here next to the neck, okay? Both sides, because the body's split down the middle this way. This half doesn't know this half exists, and this half doesn't know this half exists electrically. So from our spine, our electrical system comes out and charges this half of the body, and it comes out from this side and charges this half. So that's why you can be stronger on one side than maybe you are on the other, or people that are ambidextrous. The kidneys and adrenals are about equal in their body. So the more off you are as far as strength from one side to the other goes, then that's a kidney adrenal issue. So let's just start this for a minute, and then we'll get into, make sure to lift your heel. You're moving every joint and every muscle in the body right now, just with this simple movement. You do this 5 to 10 minutes a day, all your aches and pains will go away. You do it 20 minutes a day, I don't care what's wrong with you, it'll fix it, it'll regenerate it. So just remember, your breath is your engine, it's your energy. How does energy enter the body? Through the nostrils. That's your power, that's your energy. Even in an automobile, if you want more power, you put more oxygen in the engine. And they have a thing called a blower on these drag cars. And it forces air into the motor, and it gives it incredible horsepower. Well, that's what your nose is. A blacksmith uses coals and heats up his metal. Well, every once in a while, that fire gets a little dim, gets a little low in temperature, just like the body. And how do you increase it? He has a bellows off to the side, and it has a hole in the front, and it lifts in the back, and it pulls air in, and it blows it into the coals, and it heats it up. Well, our lungs do the same thing. They're our bellows, and we're not using them properly. Energy has to go in through the nose. Through the breath, it doesn't really work the same. We want that diaphragm going up and down. Lots of benefits to that, and I'll get into that when we get into maybe the lion's breaths. But right now, let's do the 6 lymphatic gates. So, right up next to the neck, above and below the collarbone, you want to be touching the collarbone with your fingers. However you want to do it. I do it this way. Okay, right next to the neck, and we go out 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You don't have to do these hard. What we're doing is we're just waking up. All lymph has to come to this spot on each side. Okay, and then we do the other side. 1 finger above the collarbone, 1 finger below the collarbone, right next to the neck, and we just push it out. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, that's gate 1 taken care of. Gate 2, right behind the earlobe, there's a little hole right there, just above the jawbone. I like to use 2 fingers, and I pull down on it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. Then we come down the side of the neck. Okay, there's a big muscle right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I have a lot of lymph nodes in the head. So let's do the other side. This lymph node is the largest lymph node in the neck, right where that hole is. What comes out of here, each side is its own electrical system coming out. It's the vagus nerve. Your arteries go up in to feed the brain, and there are things coming out so that when it's done, it can eliminate it through the lymphatic system. So there's a lot going on right here. It all comes out of the skull, just above that spot. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9, and then 9 down the neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, I've had people that we've been doing this with, their sinuses would instantly drain. They've been congested for a long time. One person, TMJ for years, opened that up and the TMJ went away. Because it's all buildup of fluids, because it can't get out. These gates are extremely important. All right? And this runs right straight down, gravity fed. Everything else goes against gravity. It comes up through all the gates we're going to be going through right into this spot. That's why laying down and resting is so important. When you lay down, the whole body from the toes starts to drain to this spot. All right? So we've done 1 and 2, gate 3, where the shoulder, the roundness of the shoulder rolls into the chest plate. We can, if you can't feel it, don't worry about it, just, okay? And where you can imagine that it is, if you can feel it, rub up and down. Okay, and then we're gonna go under the arm. Tons of lymph nodes right here. We need to get all that tissue moving. And then I like to go across the chest plate. This is not part of that, but any stagnation in here, breast cancer, bone cancer, can have lung cancer. It's all because these things aren't open. We need to open them up. Up and down the sternum. Tap on it. This will help loosen up your breathing. Then we go over here to the right side. This is gate 3. Under the arm. Forgot to mention too, get right down into the lower rib cage. Doesn't get a lot of love down there. We don't even hardly ever think about it. If there's any sore spots, work around them. Don't work on top of them. They'll just cause more pain. Okay, across the chest plate here. And I didn't do the lower rib on this side, so I'm gonna go back and get it. Doesn't matter. Once you do this gait, everything else is up for grabs. And if you do this one and then you do this on this side, don't worry about it. Just go back and do the neck muscles. So it's almost impossible to do this wrong. But what will cause more issues in the long run is not doing it. So this is gait 4. Just under it's the solar plexus, but it's just under the sternum. What we're gonna do is the gait goes all the way down around the belly button. This is your parasympathetic, or your vagus nerve. It runs right down through your whole stomach area. If this gets turned off because you're in fight or flight, it means most of the blood is out in your limbs. It's not good, because the trunk, the core of us, is where most of the blood is supposed to be. Once it goes out in the limbs, it's fight, it's hide, it's run, it's freeze, whatever it is that happens to you. That's why it happened, because the trunk got turned off and the sympathetic nerve, the fight or flight nerve, got turned on, and the blood goes boom, instantly out, and it makes it difficult to think. You can holler, think, changes your heart rate, changes how you breathe, and it changes your digestive system, so you're not digesting your food properly. Well, if this goes on for years, it makes it really easy for you to have dis-ease in your body, and your story matches that. Well, I'm not digesting my food right, or I'm not breathing properly, or I can't think, I got brain fog, I forget things. All these are all preventable with proper hydration, nutrition, oxygen, movement, rest, opening these gates, grounding to the earth, and having a great story where, yes, I may be having issues right now, but my body gets stronger and my mind gets clearer every day. Because your body is listening, your heart is listening, and it's shifting the energy. So the first thing we're going to do in gait 4 is we're going to put our hands on our lower rib cage. And when we breathe in, we want to feel our hands separate. Okay? So we're going to breathe in and hold. And then when I say exhale, we're going to exhale everything out through the mouth. And we're going to rub right down through here like this a few times. All right? And then I'll show you what we do after that. So inhale through the nose, head back, smile. And exhale. When we smile, it releases endorphins and dopamines that make our cells really happy. Okay? Then we use the heel of our hands to push across. 2/3 of our fluid is right here. And we have to keep it moving. If it gets stagnant, then stagnation is not a good thing. Things have to be flowing. Nature flows, we must flow. Top of our head to the tip of our toes, to the tips of our fingertips, it's all about flow. Then we tap. Right around to the kidneys too. All right, gait 5 is groin. A lot of lymph nodes right in here. We want to make sure that we keep this area clean and that all tissue is moving. No matter how old you are, all tissue must move. So we use a knife edge here, and as we go down inside, we use the palm of our hands. So this backs up in the house, it is not good. Male or female, doesn't matter. There's so many things there. If this tissue gets soaked in acid, you're going to have prostate issues, testicular, colon, ovaries, uterine. I mean, it just goes on and on. The stuff that these acids will corrupt. And there are many times, like we get a rash on our arm or a sore spot, right? Well, this is going inside too, and we can't feel it. And it can actually take an organ or a gland and weld it to something else because it's melting. And when it melts, it sticks together. And you really want to interrupt flow, that's a good way to do it. Surgeries leave scar tissue. That's not good. We don't want scar tissue in the body. Master Cleanse, live liquids will help that. Will help dissolve those and get them out. Just lemon water. Lemons will dissolve calcium deposits, gallstones, kidney stones, and like I said, it'll get rid of scar tissue. So these are things that we want to remember as we're going through this, right? So the 6th gate is behind the knee, and we rub it and we tap. Okay? So the blood and the lymph has to come around to the knee to feed, cleanse, and hydrate it. And if this gate back here gets stuck, then you're going to end up with knee issues. Let's do the other one. All right, so there's the 6 lymphatic gates. Try to do this every day. In the morning is good because you're moving all day long. And at night before you go to bed, so the gates are open, so when you lay down, they can flow through better. Now we're going to do the spinal gates. All right, and to do that, we just sit back like this. That's an inhale through the nose. And when we exhale, we kind of go into a fetal position. Put our head down. We want our back nice and round. And then we inhale. And what we're doing is opening and closing that. So the spinal fluid can move up and down. There's pumps in there. All right, so inhale through the nose. Be careful not to fall over. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And just kind of shake it out. All right, now we're going to do the lion's breaths. So a lion's breath, we breathe in, tip our head back and smile. We hold until I say lion's breath, exhale, stick our tongue all the way out, like that. And the way I do it, back a little further here. The way I do it is, once we exhale, we should be exhaling all the way back up to here. Try not to speed up to match your breath. Try to have your breath match your movement. This is one of the keys to controlling your breath. If you're not controlling your breath, somebody else is. Chances are, it's a situation where you might be in fight or flight. All right, so inhale through the nose, head back, smile. Lion's breath, exhale. Take a break for a second. Think about matching your movement and your breath. Everything we do is about matching movement and breath. All right, inhale through the nose, head back, smile. Lion's breath, exhale. Okay, one more. Inhale through the nose, head back, smile. Lion's breath, exhale. Did you notice each time that we do that, we hold our breath, it's easier, we can hold it longer. So that's really important. All right. Now we're ready to do some Qigong. And we're going to be doing breath work. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, this will help settle the body, help relax it. All right, we start here. This is the inhale. As we stand up from the horse stance, our hands are here, and then we exhale, and we go settle back down into the horse stance. This is a hold at the bottom. One more. Now this particular one, we're going to pretend, those that can make an energy ball, do it. Okay? And the energy is here, and we're going to be moving it. And this hand is going to go down, and this hand is going to go up. And we push up with this hand, and we push down with this one. And then we inhale, and we exhale. Inhale. Inhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to do a temper tantrum. We're going to do 5 one side. So we'll be breathing in on this side, or whatever side you start with. And then we're going to stop, and we're going to start breathing in on this side. Because what we're doing is we're opening the lung and closing it on this side. So that's what we're going to be doing. All right? So, inhale. It's called the temper tantrum. All right? Exhale. Now we're going to inhale on this side. Might have done more than 5 on that side, but that's all right. And you can do as many of these as you want. There's no real set anything. I use 9 for most things because it's a class, but also 9 is a sacred number. You know, when Tesla talked about 369, 3 and 6 is 9, 9 and 9 is 18 divided by 9, and 18 and 18 is 36 dividable by 9, and that'll go through infinity, and it's the only one that can do that, 9. So let's, let me see what we're going to do. We're going to do this, we're going to do hands. This is really important right here. Getting our hands going, getting our wrists going. The body is 6 batteries stacked on top of each other. Each battery is connected to the other through the ankle, the knee, and the hip, the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist. All right, other direction. So if you have a problem with a knee, it's going to affect your whole, from your knee down to your foot. If you have a problem with the ankle, it's going to affect from the ankle out. As long as the energy is flowing through, which is what this is about, right? And elbows. That's what that's about, where bringing proper hydration, nutrition, and oxygen into the joints, and we're keeping them flexible. We're feeding those cells. If you have arthritis, dehydration, lack of nutrients, lack of oxygen. So as we do these, we'll go right into shoulders, as we do these, we're helping the body heal. We have to manually override everything now because things are kind of weird in the world at the moment. So we're taking over through movement, through breath, through hydration. We're helping the body heal itself. So now we're going to lift this heel, right? And we're going to turn this way, and then we're going to lift this heel and turn this way. Okay, we can tap the kidneys, we can tap the stomach. The slower you go, the more energy you generate. The faster you go, the more energy you burn. Energy is what created us. Came down through the 8th chakra and out into the world and gave life. That's how we got here. So if energy creates matter and there's something the matter with the matter, there's something wrong with the energy. So through breath and these movements, we will rebuild our energy, and the energy will heal our body. Okay, we're going to move up right in this area right here. This is lung. If you feel around, you may find a sore spot there. And we're just going to tap on it. These little shocks, these little vibrations go through and they start breaking up dense tissue. So the blood and the lymph can get in there to feed and clean. Think of the blood as the kitchen. It brings hydration, nutrition, and oxygen to the cells. And the lymphatic system is the bathroom. The waste from the cells is removed through the lymphatic system, which is why one of the reasons we sweat. Usually people who have an excessive sweating have kidney issues. If you don't sweat at all, then you have a lymphatic issue under your skin. And it's good to hydrate and get into some type of a steam room, a sauna, something to get the things moving through your skin. Because it's putting all the burden on the kidneys. So your skin is your third kidney. Because that's where the cellular waste goes out. And the other half of our lymphatic system is the sun. Just like the other half of our lungs are the trees. And we're the other half of their lungs. Okay, back down. All right, now we're gonna do hips. Pretend your hip, there's a ball, like right here, and you're gonna be rolling around that ball with your hips. Then the other direction. You may find one way easier than the other, and that's okay. All right, now we're going to move to knees, and we're going back to 9s again. We're going to hit here 9 times on this side of the kneecap, 9 times, 9 times over here, and then 9 times in the back. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9. All right. shake that out some. Shake the booty too. Everything has to move in the body. All right. If you can't pick your, you don't have to do this. All you have to do is just get your heels off the ground just a little bit and touch them, and it's sending shock waves up through, making your bones stronger and make them more flexible. When we breathe in through the nose, it goes into the bone marrow, making things much stronger. Your body will become much more flexible. You're as young as your spine and your hips are flexible. Now we're going to do ankles. There's 3 pumps in the body. Diaphragm, these are lymphatic and blood. Your diaphragm and the balls of your feet. They're more lymph, but they travel together. So we want the ball of the foot on the floor, and we're just working around, moving every joint and every muscle in the foot, right up through the knee, right up to the hip. Then we go in the other direction. Then we do the other foot, keeping the pad on the floor. You may find one direction easier than the other. Other direction. Again, there's really no set amount. If you can do 9, do 9. If you can only do 5, do 5. If you can do 20, do 20. So I think we're going to end this one with something that I have not done yet, and that is tapping the body all over. This is extremely important. All right, so we're going to start with the hands, up the arms, down the outside of the arm, how many times is up to you. We're just going to start tapping the body all over. And there is no set thing here. Just tap your body. Tap your eyes gently and rub. Pinch your eyebrows. Eyebrows hold a lot of stress. Okay, massage your temples, cheeks. This is really important for your sinuses. Ears. Wiggle your ears around with your hands. If you can wiggle your ears, you're way ahead of me. Bend them forward. Pull right on them. Earlobes. All right. So then we're going to go kidneys. Then we're going to do the hips. Butt. Right down the legs. Nice deep breath. We're going to end with some breaths here. Horse stance. This will help the body relax. Just give it permission to relax. Exhale. We're going to go up top now. Right from here, one breath all the way up over our head. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Just giving your body permission to relax. All right. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. All right. Bye for now.